Hi, my name is Ashwani Kumar. In this video, we are going to see this GATE 2017 problem. This problem is regarding the concept that is analog electronics, and the sub-concept is operational amplifiers. Okay. So out of the operational amplifiers, this circuit is actually it's a Schmitt trigger. The given circuit is a Schmitt trigger circuit. See, coming to the question, for the op-amp circuit shown, the output saturation voltages are plus or minus 15. Okay, that means I may get the output voltage. Okay, so here I may get output voltage here plus or minus 15 volts. The upper and lower threshold voltages for the circuit are respectively. So that means he is asking the upper threshold voltage and lower threshold voltage. Okay, so both these two we have to find out. So while coming to the upper threshold voltage and lower threshold voltage, both these two, upper threshold and lower threshold voltage, or these terms are belonging the input voltage. Okay, so that means if Vin is the upper threshold point, I mean at upper threshold point of the Vin, and it becomes equal to UTV, that is upper threshold voltage. If this inverting terminal becomes equal to upper threshold voltage, then obviously the non-inverting terminal also maintains that the same voltage, that is the upper threshold voltage. But because in an ideal operational amplifier, the voltage that is going to be maintained at the inverting terminal and the same voltage has to be maintained at the non-inverting terminal. That means we have to take V suffix INV is equal to V suffix NINV. Nothing but the inverting voltage is equal to non-inverting voltage. So generally why we are going to take like this, because for an open loop gain, that means the output voltage of a open loop operational amplifier can be taken as a V0 is equal to AD into V1 minus V2. Okay, so from this one we can take AD is equal to V0 divided by V1 minus V2. Okay, so it is the open loop voltage of an operational amplifier, so it is a differential mode gain into V1 minus V2. Okay, that is a difference of the inputs is going to be amplified. That's why it is called as a differential amplifier, or also we are going to call this one as a operational amplifier. That means the starting stage of this operational amplifier is a differential amplifier. Why we are calling differential amplifier? Because this operational amplifier, that is especially 741, amplifies the difference of the input signal. Okay, so now we can take that expression like this, and AD becomes equal to this one. And generally for the ideal operational amplifier, the gain becomes equal to infinity. It is ideal characteristic. So in this case, if this gain becomes equal to infinity, so if this term is infinity, means it means that V1 minus V2 must be 0. Then only this term becomes equal to infinity. So if V1 minus V2 is equal to 0, then V1 becomes equal to V2. V1 is nothing but inverting voltage and V2 is nothing but a non-inverting voltage. So that's why the voltage that is going to be maintained at the inverting terminal, the same voltage has to be maintained at the non-inverting terminal, and it is the case applied only for the ideal operational amplifier. This case doesn't work out for the non-ideal op-amp. Okay, so here we have to solve this problem by expecting that it is an ideal operational amplifier. Okay, so ideal operational amplifier means here if the voltage here is UTV, then here also the voltage is going to be maintained at the UTV. If here the voltage is LTV, that is a lower threshold voltage, and here also the voltage is going to be lower threshold voltage. Okay, so while coming to the Schmitt trigger, the concept is that in the Schmitt trigger, if my V0 is equal to plus Vsat, then the input voltage is at the upper triggering voltage. Okay, if the input voltage is upper triggering voltage, then the output is equal to plus Vsat. If the input voltage is lower triggering voltage, then my V0 becomes equal to minus Vsat. So it is a concept regarding the Schmitt trigger. Okay, so for upper triggering voltage, the output becomes equal to plus Vsat. For lower triggering voltage, the output becomes equal to minus Vsat. So as per the given problem, plus Vsat is plus 15 volts, and minus V set is minus 15 volts. Okay, so that means here he is asking to find out the UTV, that means upper threshold voltage and the lower threshold voltage. Okay, both these two he is asking to find out. So here let's take the first case. So this problem can be solved in the two cases. The first case is to find out the upper threshold voltage, and the second case is to find out the lower threshold voltage. Okay, so let's take the first case. So if the here input is the upper threshold voltage, then the same input voltage, the same voltage is also going to be maintained at the non-inverting terminal, as we already discussed. So here also I am going to have the upper threshold voltage. Okay, so and for upper threshold voltage at the input side, my output becomes equal to plus 15 volts. So now this entire structure I am drawing here, see, it is a V out, and that V out becomes equal to 15 volts plus 15 volts, and it is 10 kilo ohms, and this point is the upper threshold voltage. If this point is upper threshold voltage, then it becomes equal to plus 15. If it is a lower threshold voltage, it becomes equal to minus 15. Okay, 5 kilo ohms, and here 3 volts. See here 3 volts I am writing here. Okay, so now he is asking to find out the upper threshold voltage. Okay, so this voltage can be find out as upper threshold voltage. Okay, so if you are having any structure like this, so here 15 volts one end, and on the other end I am having the 3 volts, and here 10 kilo ohms, and here 5 kilo ohms. Okay, so you can find out this one with the help of KVL also or KCL also, but here one method I am saying that, see, just changing the color of the, see here 15 into 5 kilo ohms. Okay, plus this 3 into 10 kilo ohms. Divided by total series resistance. What is the total series resistance here? 10 kilo ohms plus 5 kilo ohms. So 10k plus 5k. That becomes equal to 15 into 5 means 75 plus 30 divided by 50. That becomes equal to 105 divided by 15. So it cancels out with 7 times. That means my upper threshold voltage becomes equal to 7 volts. Okay, so out of the given options, the 7 volts is only one option is there, that is option B, and all the remaining are plus 5 plus 3 plus 3 showing. But anyhow, we will find out the lower threshold voltage also. So just verify whether I am going to get the minus 3 or not. Okay, so in the lower threshold voltage, what we have to take is that here if it is a lower threshold voltage, here I have to get the V out as a minus 15. Okay, and here it becomes as a LTV. So for the input as a lower threshold voltage, here V out becomes equal to minus 15 and is 10k as usual, and here it can be taken as a LTV, that is lower threshold voltage. So now we have to find out the lower threshold voltage, so just we will follow the same concept like this. Okay, so but here the changes is that, see, minus 15 into 5 kilo ohms, right? That means here I have to put down a minus 15 into 5 kilo ohms, and 3 into 10 kilo ohms, it is as usual. So 3 into 10 kilo ohms divided by denominator part is also as usual, total series resistance 10k plus 5k. So now here it becomes as a minus 75, and so minus 75 plus 30, just wait a minute. So minus 75 plus 30 means minus 45 divided by 15. So minus 45 divided by 15 means it goes into 3 times, so minus 3 volts. So now my lower threshold voltage, it is a lower threshold, okay? So now my lower threshold voltage is minus 3 volts. See, it is here matching. So now the correct option is the option B. Okay. So it is a way of solving such type of problems. Thank you.